All right, so this is day two of my path to profitability, and as you can see, we are up quite big today. 189 before commissions. I'm really happy about that. And after commissions, we're up still 125, and that's amazing for my second day back um, to CMEG. And I am really proud of myself. I was not expecting this going into this first week of the year, having um, $45 net profit yesterday and then 125 today. I mean, I was only expecting $20 a day net profit, but I'm really pushing myself because I'm getting into a flow state with every session, and it's really proving to be very beneficial. Today we took 6 trades. 5 of those were winners, and one was a break-even $0 net gain trade. Um, so overall, zero losses today, and then one cut it even. Our main two stocks today were PSTV and Hoth, and those were both sub $2 stocks. And my typical strategy for sub $2 stocks is they tend to be a bit more grindy, and usually you have to trade in a positional style way of trading, which is what I did today. As you can see, my quantity of shares is really high today because of the low price, but also because I would put in my order window for 125 shares or 250 shares, and I would go ahead and um, buy uh, um, like 8 times in a row, all spread out. To get up to 1,000 shares instead of just instantly going in with 1,000 shares. I would get my position into an average cost that would be beneficial for the breakout. So as you can see, let's see here. As you can see, the commissions on PSTV were a lot higher. That's because I traded okay in the beginning during pre-market, and then as you can see here, it kind of gets a little bit choppy. They were all still winners, surprisingly. Like even like this right there, that's a winner. But it was a bit more choppy, so smaller winners. And then my main big winners today were on Hoth. I had 2 trades on Hoth for $120 gross profit. And on Hoth, you can really see that positional trading um, in action. As you can see, we have this pre-market level right here at, let's say, 132. And then we also have this breakout pivot right here at 122. All right, so let's zoom in here. As you can see, we are building up a position slowly on this pullback right here at 117, 116. As you can see on each of these buys is 125 shares. Building a position slowly. This pop didn't really work out. Still getting a position in right here. And then this is the first minute of market open. We dipped down even more, buying this dip up because it's our leading gapper. Or what it was, yeah, it was our leading gapper, and we had this curling action right here going into the open, and we still had a high at 132. So it definitely looked like we still had um what's it called? We still had some buyers going into the open. A lot of buyers, as you can see, 1.6 million shares traded on that first candle, and then on the following candle, 2 million shares traded. So as you can see, we're accumulating this position for waiting for that pop. So at this point, we have, I think, almost 1,000 shares. I believe yeah, it's 1,000 shares. We have 1,000 shares with an average cost of around 114 or 113. And so the second this pops, we're already up $40 just at 116. And then this thing just keeps going. So we sell half here, another half here, and then getting it all out right there at the end. So that was our biggest trade of the day right there. I think it was $62 gross profit. And then I was actually watching PSTV during this pullback candle, and I didn't see that we actually halted up at 135 on the next candle. So we halted up. I'm not in this halt, but I'm watching this closely for the resumption because I'm seeing on the level 2 that we have a resumption price of 144, which is 9 cents above the halt price of 135. And because this stock is such a low priced stock, that means that if we're gapping up 9 cents on a $1.30 stock, it's almost gapping up 10%. And gapping up 10% means it's literally about to halt again because halt levels are within 10% after the first 15 minutes of market open. So when I see it's gapping up pretty much 10%, I'm like, okay, this is gonna halt again going up because of how much it's gapping. So it gaps up, and then we see that small pullback right at the beginning, and then the second it bounces up and shows strength, I punch it again for, I believe it was, let's see, it was a bit smaller. It was 500 shares. 500 shares, we get out 250 at 150 because I thought we'd maybe get some resistance there. So I got out half size there. We end up punching it right into the second halt, and then after the second halt, I see we're getting kind of a flat resumption. So I sell half on the resumption, then I sell the rest on the pop. Overall, that was also my second biggest trade today. It was $57 gross profit, and yeah, I really like how I am adapting to the market conditions that I'm being provided with in the morning every single day. Today we were provided with our top two gappers were sub $2 stocks, and I adapted accordingly into a positional style of trading for the day instead of doing a breakout or dip buy style. As you can see, there was basically no dip buys today on Hoth or PSTV. Likewise, there's the breakout. You could do a breakout for a first 1 minute candle right there and there. However, I'm not the best at breakouts, and so I try to stick away from that. So I chose a positional style today, and we'll see what we get gapping tomorrow. If we get some more lower price stocks, we'll go again with what we did today. And yeah, I'm really proud with how this first week's going so far. Yeah, I'll see you guys all tomorrow, and that's my recap for today. All right.